Well, hey there, meanderers. Welcome back to my basement. If a video was getting made this week, it was going to be this kind of video because it's been a week and now it's a snow day. So everyone's home. And here we are. So we're going to make something. I think we're going to make a little wallet and a little keychain. And maybe we'll just have a little story time while we do that. Come with me.
Hi, I'm Ashley. My love for adventure started young. Now I explore the world, share travel stories, and create along the way. Whether it's sewing, crafting, or planning the next big trip, from Disney magic to hidden gems, I'm all about making memories and sharing tips to help you do the same. Join me on the journey, subscribe, and let's meander together.
I forgot to mention, I'm going to do a giveaway, so watch all the way to the end for instructions on how to enter that. So I've shared before that I have to have something crafty going on all the time. Editing videos is one of those things, and filming them as well, but sometimes you get stuck and you just need, and frustrated, and you just need another outlet. So I've found that when I come down here to my little studio and start crafting, that usually puts everything back mentally in the right place for me to get back to the creating, the content creating. I made these last week. It's a little keychain. Found a cute little pattern, and I love making these little wallets. So I'm just gonna do that while we chat. Now, after auditioning all of this fabric that I have over here that just needs to be turned into something, I think I have decided on these two shades, this for the outside and this for the inside of the wallet. I'm really like a gadgety kind of person, so I have this laser over here that I use to cut my fabric. So we're gonna do that. And by the way, I'm not gonna teach you how to sew because I'm still learning how to sew. So we'll just see what happens here. Let's do a snow check. Okay, it's not coming down as hard as it was earlier. Still coming down. Okay, so I'm in the South. Everything closes down at the first snowflake. But yesterday, my son's public high school, or the whole school system, went remote for the day. And it just got me to thinking. I remember, if you grew up, I have a question. If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, I remember having to get up and, of course there was no internet or texting, so we had to watch the TV or listen to the radio as they just went through everything that was closing for the day. So that's how you found out you were out of school. Seems in my memory that didn't happen until after there was already snow on the ground. And I don't know why they don't make that decision later now. I don't know, maybe it's okay that maybe it's because they can go remote that they don't have a problem making it. But who drove the school buses? If you went to public school, anywhere around the country, tell me in the comments. I'm really curious about this. And I'm just wondering, I'll tell you who was hired to drive the school buses when I was a kid at the end. But I just want to hear your answer. Okay, before we fire up the laser to cut the fabric for this, I make a lot of other things on the laser too. It's not just for sewing, but let's do a little story time, okay? Let's talk about how I decided to become a content creator on YouTube. it's like a lot of things sort of clicked into place over the last decade or so of my life, and even further back, I guess. I was, at the time that I started to do this, I'm doing this along with my daughter-in-law, by the way. She has her own channel. It's at Lauren Ashley _music. I will put that in the description below, so y'all can go check her out. She and my son are traveling musicians. They're both in a couple of bands, and they're in the band together. So she's got a really interesting channel on their travels and everything. So check her out. But anyway, last year, both of us were very frustrated with a organization. She worked there. I was a volunteer, and it's a private school that started out really, really small. It's getting bigger, and I'm glad to see it growing. I spent a lot of time as their board treasurer, and the changes being made just weren't scalable for me or her. She's a music teacher, and she taught toddlers through 12th grade, and was doing like 4 performances a year. It was just a lot, and the pile on of more and more students just made her job really stressful and difficult. And the growth of the financial part of the business, because my background's in bookkeeping and accounting, the volunteer work became a full-time, non-paying job. So we were both a little frustrated and not really being heard. So we decided at the end of the school year last year that we were done with that. And her being a performer, I got the idea or we collaborated on the idea that, why not start doing this? We both consumed YouTube. We knew it wouldn't be easy to get started, but we decided just to go ahead and give it a try. And we're both loving it now. We're probably, I started in June. It's February now. So several months in, not quite a year. And we're both still at it. We're both still really enjoying it. We were just having a conversation about maybe starting a podcast down here in my basement. We'll set up a little studio and make it happen, and just start another channel doing that together. So anyway, here we are. But kind of along the way, I feel like I might be in the right place, because you may remember me from makeup videos. If you came over here from Facebook, I sold cosmetics, and I would get up and do live videos every morning, just about putting on my makeup, talk to my viewers and customers. And it was a lot of fun, and I got comfortable with the camera. I also had a team of ladies that I worked with, and I made a lot of training videos that were also on YouTube. So I kind of knew how to use the platform. I just wasn't using it to really be a content creator. I was using it to make training videos. And of course, 2020 happened, and all that kind of just fell to the wayside. So, but I felt like I had the skills to kind of pull this off. So anyway, here we are on this journey, and it's exciting. It's fun. It's fun meeting people that are in the process of doing the same thing. So anyway, that's my little backstory. Let's get back to some sewing. Actually, the keychain I'm making requires no sewing at all. It's kind of fun. Here we go. I fixed it. I don't want to go on the Wish anymore. Well, I'll go on the Wish. If somebody wants to take me on the Wish, I'll go on the Wish. But I really want to go on the Treasure, because Haunted Mansion is like my jam, and they have the Haunted Mansion parlor, so I have to update my manifestation. I will say this, I don't know if using the laser actually saves any time, but it's here, so that's why I use it. To me, it's a little bit easier. I think it does waste some fabric though. I always seem to forget to put the interfacing on behind these before I cut them in the laser. So I have to kind of punch a little hole through here because this is where the snap is going. These are so fun to make. They don't take very long. And you just have to hit the sewing machine 2 times. So, whenever my youngest son decides where he's going to college, he's still waiting to hear back from a couple. We'll be making a quilt because I made one for his older brother when he went to off to college. That was in the school colors and some of the school fabric. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to. And that's another reason why I started doing this, is because I am going to be an empty nester soon. I've been raising kids since 1993. That's like 32 years. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with myself. Probably, hopefully, travel a lot. Spend a lot of time at Disney World because that's my thing. And more crafting and creating YouTube content. All right, let's turn this bad boy. Get a snap in there, do some top stitching, and he'll be ready to go. I'll speed this up so it looks a lot faster than it actually is. Seems as though the glue has glued its own lid on. There it goes. There we have it. See how stinking cute this little bad boy is? I have one that I use some laserable leatherette to make that has the Walt Disney, if you can dream it, you can do it quote on it, that I use to carry my Disney gift cards when I go to Disney World. And that's just a quick tip for you there. If you have a Target Red card, buy those at 5% off. That saves you a lot, especially if you have a giant family. We had 7 people down there over the holidays, or over New Year's actually. Here's our finished product. I don't want to snap that yet. I'm gonna let that glue dry. Cutesy. Here's the one I made the other day, where you can see how the snap works. It's magnetic. That's why I put the glue underneath there, just to give it a little extra hold. Okay, let's do another snow check and I'll finish my story about the school buses. I think we're getting melty now. We'll see if anything else happens. It seems like cars are moving pretty good on the road down there. I don't think we're snowed in. So when I was it was junior high back then, not middle school, junior high and high school, students from the school drove the school buses. This was also the case in the 70s because my brother drove a school bus while he was in high school and parked it in our front yard. So I was thinking, like, I had the same school bus driver for at least 2 years. So she couldn't have been more than 17 when she started. So now we don't even let kids drive in the dark until they've been driving like a year and a half. And we were being delivered to and from school by high school students driving humongous school buses. So anyway, it just kind of blows my mind when I was thinking about that they would wait until the morning after it snowed overnight to decide whether or not to send the teenage school bus drivers to pick us up. Okay, Generation X story. And then about the giveaway. Okay, so I'm a process, not product person, so I am perfectly happy to give one of those away to enter. Or actually, you can pick out from my box of things that I've made. To enter that, just comment "sew" down below in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That's a big deal towards making this a successful venture. And go follow me on Instagram at Magical Meanders. In addition to subscribing, don't forget to like this video and turn on notifications so you can keep meandering with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.